Now we'll show you removal and replacement of the deck lid or trunk lid cylinder, Cadillac part number 88957088. Removal of it is pretty simple. The first step is remove the trim panel. We've actually shown you in the video for pump removal how to remove the trim panel on the left side, so this time we'll show you trim panel removal on the right side. It's really the same for both sides, and then we'll take the cylinder out and swap it. We have the two plastic cargo loops or nuts that hold the rear of the trim panel in place. We have one long tab in the front that is easily pulled out with a trim removal tool, but you can also hook pliers or a flat screwdriver behind there. So with these parts removed, we can dislodge everything in the front, pull the panel out under a bracket over here, pull the carpeted panel out the rear. We do have to disconnect the electrical connection for this interior light. Just takes a pulling on the tab here and pulling the connector out. With this we have the panel out. The one part I did not show you was the trim panel on top here that holds the cargo panel. Cargo divider was secured with a T15 torque screw, and we simply used the hardtop tool, the tool that is in your toolkit that has on one end the 8mm Allen wrench to unlock the front. On the other end it has a T15 Torx wrench that you can use to unscrew the screw that holds the plastic panel in place for the cargo divider. So we wiggle and remove this trim panel, and now we have clear access to this deck lid cylinder. And look at that, one of the hoses has been replaced before. I recognize it by design because it's a top hydraulics made hose, far better than the original one. Anyway, that had been replaced before, and now it's time to deal with the cylinder. To take the cylinder out, very easy. We have one circlip on the bottom mounting pin, we have one circlip on the top mounting pin. You can't quite see where I'm sticking the screwdriver in, but it'll make sense once you're working on it. So as always with these clips, we stick the small flat screwdriver in there, and just sticking the screwdriver in opens up the clip, and you can pull it off the groove of the upper mounting pin. With that, I can take the upper mounting pin out after I wiggle it a little bit. This one is a bit stubborn, so I'll try to give it a push. There we go, and it comes out. And now on the bottom, the lower mounting pin has the clip on the outside. Again, stick my screwdriver in there, stick it in a little bit farther, and pull, and the clip is off. And now the pin will need a little hammering from the inside because this one is stubborn too, so we'll stop for a second and I'll get a small hammer for that. So I just grabbed a small hammer and knocked at the end of this pin. Now there's enough room there that I can work the pin out of this position. Now there's no tension on it. There we go. If I wiggle the cylinder a little bit, it's a lot easier to pull this pin. Now the cylinder is free, and we can replace it with a brand spanking new, better than new, rebuilt by Top Hydraulics. Again, like with all the others, we have to remove the hoses. The hose with the odd number 43, is on top on the shaft side of the cylinder. The even hose number 44 is on the bottom. So as I said earlier, somebody must have had a problem with their hoses, since they had already purchased a replacement hose from Top Hydraulics. I managed to get my small flat screwdriver into the gap between the fitting and the clip, wedged the screwdriver, and that loosened up the clip. I was able to slide out the clip. Same on the bottom. Now on the bottom, I just want to pull this clip out all the way, save it, pull out the hose, do this over paper towel just in case there's some pressure left in here. Okay, and put my two hose fittings back into the new cylinder, and as always, put the O-ring first on the hydraulic line fitting, then push the fitting into the cylinder, just straight in there. Secure it with a sliding stainless steel clip. The lower one needs to be pushed in with a screwdriver. There we go, clicked into place. Now we want to get the top, oops, I'm looking at the wrong pin here. The upper mounting pin is all the way up here. So let's get the upper mounting pin in first. Here it is. Push the pin in, push the clip on. Clip is in place. Extend the cylinder. Push the lower mounting pin in. Wiggle things until it goes in all the way, or use the hammer, since we have it already anyway, and put the lower mounting clip back on. There we go. The cylinder is back in place. And the same thing, it's the exact same procedure on the other side, so I don't have to show you that. All done. Ta-da!